With an increasing demand for new infrastructure projects, as well as renovations of existing structures, the market for steel pipe piles is currently as strong as the steel itself. Additionally, new technological advancements are being made to improve the efficiency and cost-effectiveness of steel pipe pile installation, further driving market growth. In this video, we're going to discuss the ideal applications for steel pipe piling, the advantages, the market, and more. But before we begin, we want to quickly thank our sponsor who helped make this video possible, ECA, Equipment Corporation of America. Since 1918, the go-to provider for heavy construction equipment, furnishing contractors with the most advanced and reliable foundation equipment in the world. Now back to the video. Ideal applications for steel pipe piling. Commonly used in construction to provide foundation support for buildings and other structures, steel pipe piles are driven deep into the ground and act as anchors to transfer the load of the building to a stable soil stratum. Some of the ideal applications for steel pipe piling include building construction. Steel pipe piles are used in the construction of high-rise buildings and other structures for foundation support. They provide a stable base for the building and can also be used for underpinning existing structures. Bridge construction. Steel pipe piles are used in the construction of bridges around the world for foundation support. Known for their high strength and durability, steel pipe piles are able to withstand the heavy loads imposed by bridges. Marine and coastal construction. Steel pipe piles are used in the construction of marine structures like ports, harbors, and offshore platforms. They're also used in the construction of seawalls and breakwaters to protect coastal areas from erosion. Retaining walls. Steel pipe piles can be used to construct retaining walls to stabilize slopes and prevent soil erosion. Underground structures. Steel pipe piles are used in the construction of underground structures like tunnels, mines, and underground parking lots, providing support and stabilization for the structure. Oil and gas. Steel pipe piles are used in the oil and gas industry for foundation support for offshore platforms and pipelines. Dams. Steel pipe piles are used in the construction of dams to provide foundation support, as well as for spillway intake and outlet works. As you can see, steel pipe piles are versatile and can be used in a wide range of projects, depending on the specific project requirements and location. Advantages of steel pipe piles. Steel pipe piles offer a multitude of advantages for construction projects, including high strength and durability. Steel pipe piles are made from high-strength steel, which makes them highly resistant to bending, compressive stress, and buckling. Easy to install. Steel pile pipes are relatively easy to install as they're lightweight and can be driven into the ground using a piling hammer. That makes them ideal for use in projects where time is a critical factor. Easy to inspect. Steel pipe piles are easy to inspect as well as repair if necessary. Cost-effective. Steel pipe piles are cost-effective compared to other types of piles, like concrete piles, for example. Steel pipe piles also tend to have lower transportation and installation cost. Low maintenance. Steel pipe piles typically require minimal maintenance and, once installed, are capable of lasting for decades. They're also resistant to corrosion, which makes them suitable for use in marine and coastal environments. Customizable. Steel pipe piles can be customized to meet the specific requirements of a project, such as the desired load capacity, corrosion resistance, and water tightness. Like what you see? Be sure and crush that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you're notified whenever we release a new pile driving video. We appreciate your support. The steel pipe market. Driven by increased infrastructure spending and construction activity, the steel pipe piling market is expected to continue growing. That being said, there's various factors that contractors and steel buyers really should keep in mind. Price volatility. Due to ongoing uncertainty regarding trade tariffs as well as the global economy, prices for steel pipe piles may be subject to volatility. Government infrastructure projects. Governments around the world are expected to increase their infrastructure spending, which should drive the demand for steel pipe piling throughout the construction market. Limited supply. The steel pipe piling market is facing a shortage of raw material, which could possibly lead to increased prices and delayed delivery. Environmental regulations. Steel pipe piling manufacturers are facing increased pressure to reduce emissions and improve sustainability, which could result in changes to the production process and cost. To minimize risk, contractors and steel buyers should consider diversifying their supplier base. Keep a close eye on market trends and regulations, as well as building solid relationships with suppliers. Tips for buying steel pipe piling. Here's some tips to help save you time and money purchasing steel pipe piles for your next project. Check for certifications. Be sure to purchase steel pipe piles that have been certified by the appropriate organization, such as the American Petroleum Institute, API, or American Society for Testing and Materials, ASTM. Consider the supplier reputation. Look for a supplier with a solid reputation in the market and make sure they have a track record of providing high-quality materials. Consider the delivery time. Always consider the delivery time when placing your order, as this will obviously affect your project timeline. Check the condition of the steel. Ensure that the steel pipe piles are in good condition without any visible signs of rust or damage. Consider financing. If your budget's tight, it can't hurt to at least ask the supplier if they offer any sort of financing. Research and compare prices. Before making your purchase, research prices from the different suppliers available and compare these prices to ensure that you're getting the best deal. And look for bulk discounts. Buying in bulk can often result in significant discounts, and for that reason, consider purchasing larger quantities of steel pipe piles if possible. Consider alternative options. Don't forget about alternative options that are available, including new surplus, rejects, and used pipe. There's always thousands of tons of pipe inventory somewhere on the ground. Consider new surplus. That's overruns from a mill purchased by dealers who buy and resell. Consider rejects. New pipe piling that has defects and doesn't meet a higher grade spec but is more than sufficient for a lower grade like structural. And there's always used pipe. Acceptable used pipe, of course. All of these pipes should have mill test certificates. That certifies your steel properties. However, even without a mill certificate, there's laboratories around the country that can test the properties of the pipe for you. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, ECA. Visit ecanet.com or call 800-PILE-USA to view their impressive lineup of drilling and pile driving rigs and other deep foundations equipment.